Yes, guys, welcome from me, the Game On Challenge for Championship Manager 0102, Part 48. Now, I weren't going to do an update on this game for the simple reason we haven't actually advanced that much since the last video. However, we're at the milestone. Of course, we're at the milestone. We've concluded the season, and we're all raring to go. And we're planning, touch wood, we are planning a big session. Most people, when they talk about a big session, they're talking about they're going to go out on the piss. I'm talking about playing Championship Manager, a game that is like fucking 22 years old. There's something wrong with me, I swear. And you, Matt. So, yeah, we're planning a good old session tonight. I mean, we planned an hour session a couple of days ago, which turned into 3 hours. So we have concluded the season, and as soon as the game fires up, I will give you a blast on it. But as I said, you know, if you remember, there weren't many games left in the season, and we did say actually one more session is probably gonna conclude it, and it more than concluded it, to be honest with you. If I remember rightly, we were gonna save at the end of the season. Then I said, oh, let's have 10 minutes clicking. Oh, fuck it. You know, before you know it, one thing leads to another. Okay, so we're at the start of season 47. You can see we're at the very, very start. We haven't moved. We've still got our roots. And we'll go on to me. I'll fire this up as a solo game. So, the title, of course, the title went to Matt. You know, there's no... it was always going to go to Matt. Matt was he was in control, and I came second. So Matt is gunning for a hat trick of titles. He really is gunning for it, and of course, I got a hat trick of titles for Dortmund, and Matt's going to want to equal that. So yeah, so well done to Matt there. So let's go to competitions. Let's go to the German Cup now then. The League Cup last season, you may recall, went to Bayern Munich. They beat me in the final. Of course they fucking did. Matt beat me there, so he'll be looking to defend it. Although we don't really like the League Cup. I call it pre-season friendly because it's just shit. Everyone's unfit. It's crap. And the German Cup went to Matt. Matt won that convincingly. If you may recall, I went out really early. Matt, well done. And then there was the Champions League. And of course, the Champions League went to me, believe it or not. More about that in a moment. So I beat Matt in the final. It was a fairy tale final. It really was. So let's just go. We'll go back a season and we will go to that final to begin with. A little bit unjust, as you'll see. Yeah, Matt will feel a little bit hard done by. And the thing is, right, I mean, if we just look, you'll see that I had a league game against Matt there and beat him 2-1. We were both playing second string, I should point out. Now, Matt had signed up the title with around 3 or 4 games to go, and credit where it's due here. So we were playing second strings. But, now let me just see, somewhere on the line, other than that draw there, and there was a defeat I suffered. I think I got another draw against Frankfurt, actually. But there was a defeat I suffered, which I put down to a red card to the goalie. But this is a new formation. Now... Ordinarily, I don't like wing backs in CM. I don't like it. But it served me good. I've won a few games, crucial games, on way to the Champions League final. Not winning it on stats, but winning it on games. Which ultimately, I have to alter it a little bit. And there you see. So, my signings so far, you can see I've still got 4 more. Now, I talk about a fuck-up. I had a monster player come in, a player that Matt believes it's Zola Regen, and I had him coming. And the board, it wasn't that the board cancelled it. It wasn't that at all. It was the fact that my fucking squad was full. Talk about a fucking schoolboy error. So I was really pissed off. Sturm arrived as a Part X. We've got Martinson, who I was very, very pleased with. I like the look of him. And we've got Guerrera, who has arrived. He also cancelled because of the squad was too big, but I managed to get him again. Now that Zola Regen, I can't get him. They won't accept the deal, and I knew that was going to happen because I had a £26.5 million deal for this guy. In fact, let me go to him. I can't remember who it was now. It was him, and I had a £26.5 million bid accepted. I offered him a contract, perfect. And then Matt offered 26.5, and they rejected it. Then they said they wanted to like 34 million. And Matt was like, what the fuck? And I even showed Matt a screenshot of my offer. And then after the deal got cancelled because of my squad, couldn't get a deal accepted. He's not interested in me. Fuck him. So, they're my 3 signings so far. 4 more to go. I've got a few targets, so we will go from there. I think defence was a real cause of concern for me. I have got something in my mind about this formation. Might not mean anything, but the guy I'm using over here, whose name escapes me, we'll just call him Sucre. I want that to be a defender / defensive midfielder, hence the long arrow supporting it into the middle. You'll see the fullbacks. Now, we've got that Van der Vaart regen, who I think has got some great credentials to be the wing back. He's got attacking attributes and defensive attributes. Then, of course, the right midfield guy that we just purchased, Guerrera, absolutely fucking brilliant. Really, really happy with that. And that's despite me having the likes of where is it? Fuck me. Cunningham, who did so well in that wing-back role. So well. Carneiro, so well. You know, and, you know, we've got attacking midfielders and stuff. The Edgar Davids regen, that defensive midfielder, wherever he is, he's really starting to pick up. Collado, one of our youngsters, look at that. He's turning into a fucking monster. I've been very shrewd with a few players, trying to get a few contracts done, this and that. Very, very happy indeed. My goalkeepers, Goskins has been my number 1 pretty much the whole of last season, apart from the red card, dickhead. But it don't look like I'm going to be making any changes to my formation, at least for now, until I lose a game and get angry. So let's go now then to the champions. Matt has made 4 signings, 3 more left. Gabriel Testa, absolute fucking great player. I think I pointed out that I believe he's a starter. I mean, I say starter, it's all about the depth, really. I think Matt's brought an absolute fucking great player there in Testa. Steve Harrison, I did manage him when I was at was it Harrison? No, I'm getting confused with someone there. Apologies. Matt showed me someone at Man United, and I said I managed him, but Matt, I think he might have pulled it. But look at that, what a fucking player. I mean, he is your perfect middle man, isn't he? Look at that. Injury prone 10. I don't like anybody with injury prone into double digits, if the truth be told. So Matt's going to have to be very, very careful of that. Peter Wright. Was it Peter Wright that I managed at Man United? It was Peter Wright. Peter Wright that I managed at Man United. A little bit surprised by this, not because of the injury prone. I mean, he looks a fucking monster. There's no doubt about that. But Matt don't use wingers. I mean, I could theoretically use one of my wingers in that wing-back slot. Matt don't use that formation at all. That being said, just look at him. Look at the state of him. He's fucking... That is naughty, isn't it? That's fucking naughty. I am a little bit conscious. I'm worried by his last season at AC Milan. And I'd be a little bit concerned about his history. But, do you know what? If he can keep him on the straight and narrow, it could do well. Harry van der Laan, again, absolutely, I think we said Aaron Winter, regen, an absolute fucking brilliant player. Now, with van der Laan and Testa, it's another emphasis, more so this time for Matt as opposed to me last season, an emphasis on bringing in some youngsters, thinking about the long term. I think this season, there's 2 things Matt wants, and it's the obvious 2 marquee competitions. He firstly wants a title. He wants that hat-trick. Of course he does. And he's going to want to reclaim that Champions League. I think losing the Champions League last season for Matt was quite a hard one to accept, given the fact that he had double the shots of me. Ain't going to lie to you. I was relieved, I think is the word I want to use. Very relieved to get some sort of silverware. To be fair, Matt had made his 3 substitutes before that injury, so he was reduced to 10 men, which, probably made all the difference. We'll never know, will we? But nevertheless, you know what? You need the rub of the green sometimes, don't you? You need that little bit of luck. But in terms of me and my route to the final, we took Barcelona out in the semi-finals after a 3-0 triumph at home, 0-0. The quarterfinals, we took Milan out. We fucking destroyed Milan, 5-1 and 2-0. As for Matt, Matt's got the World Championships this season. Well, fuck me, that's interesting. because he won the Champions League last season. That's interesting because the League Cup is a bastard as it is, let alone with that fucking pre-season tournament, we'll call it. And look at the first game of the season. I didn't even spot that. Matt, did you? First game of the season, Matt against me. Whether that will get postponed for any rescheduled games, more than likely, the World Championships, I'll fancy Matt to get through. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen over here, to be honest with you. So let's just go back to the semi-final. Matt, semi-final, he beat Inter. Won the first leg 2-1, won the second leg 2-0. That first leg 2-1, Inter. What am I fucking Inter? What am I talking about? I'm getting confused here. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me. I'm getting really fucking... So Inter won the first leg 3-0, won the second leg 2-0. Roma, he won the first leg 2-1, and he won the second leg 2-1. So, I mean, they were both potential banana skins. There's no doubt about that. So, that is it, and he convincingly won the cup. So, there we are. We are ready for season 47. It is fucking crazy, isn't it? It really is absolutely crazy. And that's it from me, guys, from the Game On Challenge. Till next time, take it easy.